Luckily, I'm part of this film, No One Killed Jessica.
How does it feel that it's sparked controversy? Someone who could get lost amongst a crowd of 10, leave alone 50 or 100.
I'm a very traditional Indian film actress. Must watch, I think. Hi, I'm Rani Mukherji.
Hi, I'm Vidya Balan.
And y'all are watching
Bollywood Hungama.
Bollywood Hungama.
Hugely talented, tastefully individualistic. We have with us two of the finest actresses in Bollywood today. Pleasure having you on Bollywood Hungama, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And No One Killed Jessica, that is a film that they're doing and it's coming on 7 January. The promos have generated a lot of buzz and a bit of controversy and curiosity around the film. So how does that feel?
How does it feel that it's sparked controversy? No.
Quite a bit, like buzz and the controversy.
I think it's fantastic when you get that sort of a reaction to a promo, you know, because it is the first look of the film. It's your first communication about the film.
क्या किसी की जिंदगी की कीमत इतनी कम है हमारी कंट्री में?
Let's nail the bastards.
And people have reacted to it like within one day, the number of hits we got on YouTube or the kind of responses on Facebook, the way people have been uplinking the promos on Facebook, it's very, very encouraging. We are hoping to live up to that and maybe go beyond that with the entire film. It's truly very heartwarming.
Definitely, even on Bollywood Hungama, we've put up the promos and the response has been fabulous. When you kind of see the comments, you can just kind of gauge from that.
Yeah.
Rani Mukherji, like your fans are ecstatic. First of all, they have big question that why are you doing so few films? They would want you to do many, many more films after the film with Amir Khan as well. You've been getting just curiosity for all the right reasons.
Yeah, thankfully, thankfully I'm getting so much of buzz, and thankfully the film has created that buzz. And I think, you know, whenever your film is good, I think the good part is that the actors also kind of, you know, benefit, because if you like a film or you like a film promo, then you like everything about the promo and the film. And luckily, I'm part of this film, No One Killed Jessica, which has Jessica Lal case being so important for the people of our country, for our country, that it automatically makes the film very, very important. And the curiosity level of the film immediately happens because people know about the case. People who live in India have, you know, connected with that story, have connected with the case, and have connected with the people. So I guess this film automatically gets that kind of eyeballs, as we say, because you know that you're making a film on the story. And the tricky part is that with people knowing about the case, they expect the film to be in a certain way. So with the buzz being positive, I think it's just making our confidence level a bit higher. Sure. Because, you know, you always feel that, oh my God, the first look is coming out. How are people going to react to it? Will they like it? Will they not like it? But because the buzz has been so positive, that it just makes us feel very, very happy and secure with the fact that, okay, what we are out to achieve, we are at the right path. And I guess the culmination will be the day the film releases. And when people will give us the verdict that did they think that we did a good job, or did we do justice with the film and with the case. But obviously, as we all know, that it's a film that is inspired by the true incident. So obviously there is a kind of a curiosity as to what the fictional stuff will be. And that's why the people will want to come and watch the movie. Because we all know about the case and we've been aware of it. So I guess these things surrounding the film have made it must watch, I think.
Definitely. Coming to Vidya Balan, I think in a way the way your styling has been done in the film, it's not glamorous, I think, from any way whatsoever. Like you're wearing oversized t-shirts and specs are there. You're serious for most part of it. I've always thought, I'll tell you whenever I meet you, that in Pa, one of the scenes when you interact with one of the mothers and she asks that what happened to your kid, and the way you explain it to her in a matter-of-fact manner, that is mind-blowing.
It's a chromosome glitch. हर इंसान में जेनेटिक कोड होता है. क्रोमोसोम A, C, G, T को मिलाकर हर शरीर में 3 बिलियन ऐसे कोड्स होते हैं. कभी कभार जेनेटिक म्यूटेशन की वजह से इन 3 बिलियन में से किसी एक कोड में T की जगह अगर गलती से C ले लेता है तो उसे औरों कहते हैं लकी बॉय. हाँ,
How do you possibly kind of go into a certain territory that many of the actresses wouldn't want to in the first place?
I think a character just inspires that. You know, when you're trying to bring alive a character and you're thinking costumes and your look, your makeup, hair, all of those things just contribute towards helping you bring that character alive.
इतने बड़े पॉलिटिशियन के बेटे हैं वो, क्या आपको डर नहीं लग रहा? वो छूट भी तो सकते हैं.
नहीं.
When Rajkumar Gupta Sabyasachi, who's designed the look of the film, and I sat together, there was just one thing that they both said to me. They said, you know, she's a very regular, normal girl who is, you know, faces this extraordinary situation in life, and she's to suddenly pick up the threads and move forward. And move forward and how? So
11 years long.
11 years long. Unbelievably long.
And especially after what I think happened in 2006 when the verdict was not in favor.
Right.
Yeah.
But we needed this slightly inconspicuous, you know, almost wallflower quality to her, to make her seem like she was just like any other person, someone who could get lost amongst a crowd of 10, leave alone 50 or 100. And then how she emerges a hero and then, you know, stands out amongst a crowd of that's what the journey of the character really is. So which is why we worked out this look. Sabya brought me back t-shirts that were oversized, and my vanity did get the better of me initially, and I said, my God, do you really think I should be wearing this? And I remember I was holding my hair like this, and he said, okay, leave it like that. And I said, what? He said, I want you to just wear a pony. He gave me nondescript glasses, and it was like really not a look that an actor should be sporting. But as soon as I stood in front of the mirror, I saw Sabrina Lal. I saw a real person, and that was very exciting for me as an actor. That was half the battle achieved.
I think you have, in spite of the commercial idiom that you have worked most of your career in, but many of your characters, they've had a very realistic feel to it.
Yeah.
Like there's a Chalte Chalte, and there's even like say a Yuva, Satya. There has been a realistic kind of tinge to it. So how do you kind of bring that aspect into your persona? And even here, when we are seeing, I think it's something which is very relatable in terms of a journalist.
Yeah. You know, for me...
Not sure about the expletive part, but apart from that.
you know, even the expletive part as also, yeah.
मैंने देखा है आपको टीवी पे. मैंने लड़ाई कभी ऐसे देखी नहीं थी. बड़ा मजा आया देखकर.
वहाँ होते ना तो फट के हाथ में आ जाते.
No, I think, you know, for me, I'm a very traditional Indian film actress in my thinking. And I always feel that whichever character I play, definitely should be very real so that people can relate with. At the same time, it has a lot of entertainment value because I believe that, you know, cinema, the medium of cinema is to entertain the audiences, you know, and if there's a film that only has a message or it's just a story, people get bored and people don't want to hear. But if you turn the tables and you bring a film to the audiences and whatever story you want to tell them, if you do it in an entertaining way, people are always there to, you know, just lap it up. And
I think your character is like more of a fictional character.
No, I wouldn't say that it's a fictional character as in such. It is definitely a character that was present around that time, but because my director felt that at the real Jessica Lal time, there were a lot of reporters. It was not just one. There were about 10 or 20 of them who were actually following the case. But because it's a Hindi film or it's a film medium, you just have 2 hours. And in 2 hours, you can't explain everyone and you can't show everybody's growth, obviously. So what he thought is to make an amalgamation of all the reporters into this one character called Meera Geti. So Meera represents the face of the media at that point of time. And she's the one who basically brings about the change in the case, you know, that takes the story forward. So obviously it is a very dynamic character, it's a very powerful character, and obviously, as we all know, that crime reporters are so fearless and courageous. So it just goes to see that if you have 10 reporters in this one character, you know, how dynamic it would get.
Definitely. In fact, I think you made one of the statements at the press conference the other day that crime reporting is far more difficult than Bollywood reporting.
Absolutely.
I think there's a certain perception. In fact, I was there at your other interviews the other day, and one of the anchors started with that line that we'll ask Rani Mukherji. But, you know...
And I had 2 crime reporters endorsing it and endorsing my statement and saying that it's true.
Okay, what kind of research have you done? Like, say, did you actually go and do just kind of? Were you
No,
with
actually,
some
on my part,
reporters?
I think my director very categorically, because it is a film that is inspired by true event, we didn't want to make a big shout or a big hue and cry before the film started. And I think mine and Vidya's involvement with anybody specific would have, made a huge amount of noise. If I would rightly, put it. So from my side, I think what my director wanted out of my character is that he wanted me to play the character the way Meera is in the script. Sure. And he wanted me to give it my own color. On the part of my research, I think the only thing I did was speak to a few reporters that I knew who were actually involved in the case around that point of time, because I just wanted to know what did they go through mentally, because it's a risk that they're taking with their life. It's a risk that they're taking with something, and what actually prompted them to actually take up the whole case, and what really went in their heads, in their hearts at that point of time. So that was important for me to know, because I'm not a reporter myself. So I needed to know what they were going emotionally at that point of time. What basically motivated them to basically take up that case, So for me, it was very, very exciting to kind of be in that kind of a position, because I haven't done a film which is inspired by a true event. I've never done a film like that. So for me, it was very, very intriguing to actually understand what these people must have actually gone through.
Coming to your character, when we are looking at the promos, it seems that you have actually become that character. So, what kind of research you personally did? You went through the case, and I think you met Sabrina only at the press conference.
Yeah, I met her only at the trailer launch. But Rajkumar Gupta didn't think that I needed to meet her. One, because she was kind enough to share with Rajkumar a lot of her experiences, during the entire 11 years of the case. But also because the Sabrina that we see in the film is not the Sabrina I would have met today. The Sabrina I would have met today is someone who's gone through that journey and has emerged much stronger. We needed a Sabrina who was probably extremely raw and vulnerable and didn't know what life had in store for her. So therefore, keeping in mind what the sequence of events was, I think firstly the script had all of it. I didn't have to do too much of research beyond knowing what happened when. Sure. But we worked out an emotional journey for Sabrina, and from there derived the characterization.
That should be in jail and not at the next happening party.